Hello everybody, I'm Sir Lefty and welcome back to my Let's Play of New Super Mario Bros. DS. In the last episode, we took on Dry Bowser, and now we've made it to the real final stretch of the game. World 8-5, let's begin. This is when it becomes the fire world that we're all used to. And it's got its own theme, and it's really cool. The theme here is actually really good. Something they did actually is they remixed this theme in Captain Toad Treasure Tracker of all games, which is funny. I was watching Masay and Nell play that, and there's this one lava level, and I was just like, wait, I've heard this before. This is pretty cool. This is a required shell throw here to get that coin. Pretty cool. I really like these levels, this specific set. Mostly the first two, but whatever. And you'll see why soon. That one was pretty cool, getting the new music and everything. Very nice. Oh yes, there it is. Okay. I was gonna say they always make it possible to grab the one up. There you go. Perfect. As you can see, they edited the mountaintops so they're more like volcanoes now, which is pretty cool. Do you like the background? The clouds look nice. Oh, I actually forgot there were 4 levels here. Before the fortress, I forget what one of them is. Maybe. This one right here is definitely one of my favorites. You got the constantly rising lava. You got the whole like double-sided, or like walk through one side of the screen, come through the other mechanic. Very cool. And I've actually got to hurry, because the lava's rising. It really isn't that much of a of a threat, to be honest, but well, I say that and I'm making mistakes. All the little mistakes, you know. Gotta spring up here. I'm always curious about like whether or not they make the game just like have the lava spawn up at the like below you and just follow you, but like you never see it following you, so it's like there, I don't know. But that's it. It's pretty fast. And over here, you can grab this, which I believe we just kind of do this. And there we go. Another one up. Nice job, Mario. Ooh, fireworks too. 9 of them. I forget what that gets us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Item house, maybe? It might be random, I'm not entirely sure. No, Mega Mushroom House, okay. I really have no clue. 8-7. We might actually need another mini-mush. Oh, I remember this level, this one's cool. I mean, most of them thus far I've been saying are cool, but this one is also cool in various ways. Introduces some, that's gonna annoy me. Introduces some new enemies in the form of different bros. Koopa bros, I guess, is the generic term. Brought the cliff mechanics back, very cool. Let's see. So first we've got those giant hammer bros, and then we've got the fire bros. Very cool. I think we've seen some of them before, but some of them are new, which is cool. Oops. Trying to get 1-ups here. Oh well. There's a boomerang bro here. Let's see. There we go. Not bad. Oops. Those, big... Oops! I forgot to hit up. Those big hammer bros will break blocks, so you gotta be gotta be careful, consider that. Still not a big deal. Go ahead and grab this mushroom now that we actually need it. I remember in Mario 3, there's one hidden area where you can find Fire Bros, and then like the other place is like the end of the game. Which is, I remember finding that secret and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And now it's just like, you know, whatever. I can beat Mario 3 in like 30 minutes. I beat it in crap, I can't get that now. I beat Mario 3 during class once, like in the middle of school. I just played during an exam period because I didn't actually have an exam, and it was pretty nice. Everyone's like, oh sweet, you're playing Mario 3? And I'm like, yeah. I'm kind of known to some people as like the Mario Kart kid because we had a school competition and I won the whole thing, so now I'm like renowned for that, which is just kind of funny to me. Alright, I'm gonna go back for that coin. I mean, you guys know where it is. This level here, this one also gave me a lot of trouble as a kid because the volcanoes are actually volcanoes now, in a sense. And there are these weird Bob-omb type things. I forget what these are actually called. It's something similar to Bob-omb, but if they get hit by these fire things, or your fireballs for that matter, they will ignite and eventually explode. So you've got to be very careful, otherwise they're basically Goombas that don't walk off the edge. And these coals, or whatever they are, will destroy blocks, so you got to be careful of that too. But other than that, it's basically just dodging everything. Not too difficult. There is a mini pipe there, which is something. Don't know why I grabbed that. That is something that will come into play eventually, so I will need to grab that with a mini mush, if I can find one. They're very hard to come by, unfortunately. And this last stretch here is where it gets really challenging. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm basically just gonna grab a mushroom and run for it. Oh wait, no I can't. I need to grab this. Dang it. Dang it. They will run toward you, so you gotta be careful. Because they kind of like... They're very fast. And... oh boy. Grab this mushroom just for safety, and there we go. Oh boy. Now I have to find a mini mushroom, which is going to be an absolute joy. Alright, back with a mini mush. Just trying to survive here.
Oh boy, okay, yes. This is actually really cool. It's basically a maze. And very ridiculous with the movements, I guess. It's kind of funny just seeing these giant coins here too. That's not the way to go. Oh boy. Yeah, actually, it isn't very hard to navigate this maze. I really don't want to get lost in it because that would be embarrassing to make sense. Grab the coins just because I'm crazy. Oops, come on. There we go. And there we go.
And here we are at the second castle of World 8. Whew, almost there, guys. Okay, and of all the mechanics to bring back, they're bringing this back. I think I'm gonna lose my small size there. Just because I'd rather be large. Because I feel like that's what the level is designed for anyway. Alright. Just gotta keep walking and waiting. Mario does look really funny when he walks. Just kind of like throws his arms out like that. In a very silly way, I guess. And first coin, not a trouble at all. You do gotta be wary of when the... I forget, I'm not entirely sure what I would call this, but the moving green platform thingy with angry eyes, whenever it goes straight up, because you gotta be able to catch it. Ah, that was too early. Okay. Maybe not. No, it was. It was definitely too early. I only got 6. I do like the sound it makes. It's a nice sound. Probably gets on somebody's nerves, but not mine. That's a small fire bar. It's so cute. Whoa. Wow. That was violent. That was violent. I do not know why I did that. There is one more thing. Oops. There's one more coin, and it's over where that spike ball was. I might have missed it. Actually, no. Right there. There we go. And now it goes straight up. And that's basically it. Not too bad. I feel like I missed an item, but I'm not sure. Not that it matters. This one is actually a lot easier than the other one. Now would not be time for a cognitive failure. And there we go. Do the ground pound. Jump. I feel like they could have done a lot more to make these fights varied. Giving in more patterns, I think, would have done a lot. Could have gone a long way. Anyway, whoa. That could have been bad. Apparently, you bounce away and don't get killed by him if you run into his side when he's knocked over, which is nice. Alright, here we go. The big boy castle, I guess. This must be Bowser's castle. I would like to save. And here we go. This is it. Got no items, and we're going straight in. Now this is where they get some really cool mechanics going. Why do I always seem to do that? That was totally my bad because I hit down somehow, but still. Because I'm using a strange D-pad, I guess. My D-pad is really messed up. Anyway, there's an item here. I do know that. And this will flip things. Very cool. So that's basically the main gimmick of this castle, the final castle. I think it's really cool. Definitely confused the crap out of me as a kid. Now you want to keep that door in mind for later, because we obviously don't have access to it right now. And let's see. There is something that's made a lot easier with the mini mush, but I'm not going to bother with it because I don't want to. I believe it's this right here. This switch. It's very annoying to get this switch, but if you're lucky, and I'm not, you can grab it that way by doing some well-timed wall jumps. I would like to get all the coins in one go on this level specifically, just for the sake of cohesion, I guess. Cohesiveness. I don't think cohesion is a word. Maybe I should make that a word. Add that to my bucket list. Make a word. That would be cool. I would enjoy that a lot. I'm always looking to expand my lexicon, I guess. Lexicon is a cool word. And here I go talking about random things that nobody cares about and dying a lot. You know what? Maybe I'll grab some items. Alright, so I grabbed a Mega Mushroom for something later. But what we want to do is... Oop. Oh, no. That's not good. I don't think we can do it now. Might just have to wait. Which is annoying. Actually, wait. Hold on. I have an idea. I have an idea. That was very close. If I do this... I'm very curious. Yes, okay, cool. Yeah, basically that's what we want to do. And basically just do this, I guess. Yay! That makes my life a lot easier. Who knows, that might not even be necessary. Oh, oops. There's the switch, and let's go ahead and grab these goodies. And flip. I'm not gonna risk going over that thwomp. Thwomp. It's a thwomp. Thwomps are the ones that are walking, or whatever. Oh, I always forget. And you know that because I've already said that. I've already said that once before. Okay. Now, what we want to do is go through here. It's a lot more linear than it looks at first glance, which is, I guess, appreciated because this could be a lot more convoluted than it needed to be. And they decided not to make it that way, which is good. Got our first coin here. And get a 1-up in the process. Jump on you. Grab an item. Yes. They like to just disguise them to scare the players. I see, I see. I believe we're good to flip this. Because there's not really anything here for us. So let's go ahead and flip it. The thwomps move too. And let's see. Nothing there. The coin, I think, does move with the screen, so that would place it there if it was flipped. Gotta be very careful because I don't want to make any more progress up. Okay, good. And now that that platform is there, we can make it up here. Yeah, I guess it is mandatory. And this will net us a coin. You thought I was gonna die, didn't you? With a shell, yes, you would probably die. And there's the checkpoint. Thank you. I've been waiting for that. Now, this is kind of something that relates to the original games, but you have to make sure you go through the right path. And since I played this game a ton, I know the right path. Just kidding, that was all by luck. But there you go, that's how you do it. And we've got all the coins. This is it. Now I think... I might be wrong. I thought there was an item around here somewhere, but I guess it doesn't matter. No, that's a different game. And here we go. There's Peach. Looks like they just won't let him die. And this is it, the final boss. Now, so basically what this is a simultaneous fight between both Bowser and Bowser Jr., which is pretty cool. Your main goal is basically to take out one of them at a time. Each one at a time, I should say. Really, all you gotta be careful to watch is Bowser's fireballs, but of course they disappear, and you can easily manage one at a time. But Bowser does get a little irate once you defeat his son. Understandably so. I mean, you know, that makes a lot of sense. And then he jumps, and we're good. And we just watch him die. Yay! I remember that voice clip sounding so compressed. Well, that's it. This honestly wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. 10 episodes. This is pretty cool. Also, this is a very good credit song. One thing that's really fun to do is actually you can click on the letters here and it makes sounds. Tap on the letters, I should say. Just something fun to play with. But now I guess it's time to give my thoughts on the project. I really enjoyed this. This is one of those games that I think hasn't... This is one of those games that I really wanted to show people just to kind of put things in perspective from someone who's younger than the main audience who grew up with the original Mario games, because the people who play these games as a kid are the original games as a kid are basically all grown up now, unless they've lived with the games through some other means. So I think this is kind of, at least people my age, we're talking about this. And of course the original games are always there, but this was definitely a very influential game in my childhood. One that I was always a huge fan of, played a ton, basically maxed out the score, completed multiple times, as I just have, basically. And we're not totally done, of course, because we're never just totally done when we finish something, but I guess that's an oxymoron, but you know what I mean. We still got a few things to explore, some things that I haven't shown off yet, and some side modes as well, but I might not be... Well, we certainly don't have time to cover those in this episode, but I will be going through those eventually. One thing that is of note is that if you don't go to the secret worlds, I'm fairly certain that these pictures do show, so they kind of spoil some of the levels if you didn't go to them, but I'm not entirely sure. And there are a few secrets and other things that I will be showing off in this episode, since we do have time for that, of course. But yeah, this was really fun to edit. I did go through the process of changing my editing setup, how I do things. I switched over to using Adobe Premiere as kind of the main editing suite for this project. Also, did I miss something? I think I missed a level. No, I didn't. I didn't, did I? We might have to check that. Anyway, yeah, I got my new kind of editing process, and I've been refining that, and it definitely helped me get episodes out the way that I did. Of course, I did have some hiccups, like I went to the conference in Texas, I had some just crazy finishing up school stuff, exams, all that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this project, and I really hope you did too, because, well, I mean, if you're here, you probably enjoyed this to some extent, which is good, because, you know, I'm basically making these videos for fun, and I really do enjoy making them, so thank you for watching, as always. I guess I'll meet you at the end of the credits. based on what the little credit thing said there, we still have something, some secrets that we can do. So basically, what that thing was saying is if you hold L and R when you select a file, you can enter the game, and you get to play as Luigi. You can do this at any time. You don't need to beat the game to do this, but it is very cool. Luigi plays exactly the same as everybody else. Well, I mean, as Mario, you don't really have too many options here, but it is cool to play as somebody else for a change. He has his own voice clips, of course. He's unique because, of course, at this time, Luigi had his own identity. Unlike the original Super Mario World, but when you restart the game, you will notice that this different house is here. Now that we have some spare coins, we can actually put them to good use here. What these are extra backgrounds for the bottom screen. So I'm actually going to put the bottom screen up in the front, and you can see that when we collect these, they will change the background here, which is pretty cool. I always go with the final one, of course, the standard classic Super Mario Bros. Thing. But it is pretty cool, and you can switch between them whenever you want, so you can kind of personalize your game a little bit, which is always a very cool, reward for completion. And there we go, all spent. And of course, now that we have beaten the game, we do have the option of going to any item house as much as we want. Of course, we aren't fully complete because we've never used the cannons yet. Basically, when you use a cannon, it will take you to a different world, which is, it kind of shows the world in the background, and it of course says it there on the cannon itself. I didn't use these just because I didn't want to skip and spoil anything for those who hadn't played the game before. But yeah, this is one way you save a lot of time if you want to speedrun the game, or if you want to do something else like that. If you want to beat it as fast as possible, of course, you can. Oh, also, we didn't skip any levels, which is good. If you want to make it to World 8 as soon as possible, just take the cannon in World 5, and then take the cannon to World 5 from World 1, and then go to World 8, straight from World 5, which is pretty nice. But yeah, that's one thing. I'm going to go ahead and use all the cannons so that we have... Because you have to notice that, like, once you use the cannons, they will... the icon that they have will turn blue, kind of as like a normal level. And once you've done that, then you will have basically fully completed the game and you'll have 3 stars. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. One thing to keep in mind is that World 4 will take you to World 7, and 3 will take you to World 6. And there are no cannons in World 6 and 7 because that would be kind of redundant, pointless, maybe, not too useful. The reason I'm showing World 3 canon is because there's actually a special thing here. If you go to the end, you can see there is a special item box that you can get shells from, which is cool, and of course I messed it up because I always mess it up. But yeah, here we go. Take me to World 6, please. It's very fun to watch. But yeah, that's about it. So, there is one last thing that I wanted to show off, and I'm just going to go ahead and go back to World 1 to show it off. If you go to the menu, and I'm not entirely sure where this is stated anymore, this is kind of just knowledge for people who have played the game like me, like people who played the game back when it came out. But if you hit LR, LR, XX, YY on your controller, you can enter the secret challenge mode. What this does is make it a lot, it basically makes the game like the original Mario Brothers, where if you move to the right, you can't go backward, which is very fun, something that's pretty cool to do if you want to challenge yourself, or if you want to play the game with a new coat of paint, in a way. This is something that I haven't really done much of, simply because I never really found the appeal of it as a kid. But it is definitely something that's fun if you want to replay the game with a challenge, I guess. So, with that being done, I'm going to go ahead and say, wait a second, okay. I'm glad they considered that people might get stuck here. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and save and meet you guys back at the title screen one final time. being able to save whenever I want is definitely nice, but once you've used all the cannons, done everything, gotten every secret, spent all your coins, you get yourself 3 stars on your file, which is perfect, complete, and you're done. However, there is some more stuff here. We also have Mario vs. Luigi, which is a DS download play multiplayer mode, which I am unfortunately unable to cover at the moment, but there are also some mini-games, which is something that I'm probably going to cover in the future as well. Not in this episode, but there is more that this game has to offer, which I will eventually be showing in some way or another. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Really, it means a lot. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will meet you guys in my next Let's Play. Thank you guys again, and I will see you then.